Hey guys, Simon here from Simon Says Cycling. The other day I had a question about what is your ideal cadence on the flat or uphill? From my experience, for many years of riding and cycling, both on the track, on the road, and also coaching many riders of different levels and different abilities in different arenas, your ideal cadence from experience is the one where you feel the best, the one that you can sustain your best power over time 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes. That's your ideal cadence. When you see guys like Chris Froome spinning up the climbs at 100 RPM or other riders, Lance Armstrong and many others, that doesn't mean that's going to be good for you because those riders have such huge VO2 capacity and they're racing day in and day out. So their whole strategy with high cadence is to preserve their legs each day. And the way they do that is by taxing more their breathing, their VO2 power. And by spinning a higher cadence, they're saving their legs compared to if they were grinding all day in a big gear. Now, you may be quite different to that because what you will most likely find, what I find with me and my clients, is that for the same power output, as you increase your cadence, say my natural cadence is 80 RPM, and that's where I feel my best, where I put out my best power. Say I take it up to 85, 90, 95, 100 RPM. What's going to happen is at the same power output, my heart rate is going to go up and up and up. And I've seen this with all my clients. As you increase your cadence, your heart rate increases, sometimes significantly. So if you don't have huge amount of VO2 power or great race fitness, then focusing on spinning too much is probably going to blow you up. You're going to be out of breath. You're just going to be gasping for oxygen, and you're not going to be able to manage the effort. Now, alternatively, what I would do, if that sounds familiar to you, is to ride more of a cadence that feels natural. And for most people, that's probably somewhere in the region on the flats of about 80 RPM. Ride around that cadence and focus on what feels comfortable for you, because you're probably not racing a 3-week stage race, and you can afford to have really draw on that muscle power and strength and have fatigued legs the next day, right? So I would focus on what feels natural to you. Now, if you're looking to increase your cadence, then what I would suggest is getting on an indoor trainer or the rollers, doing drills where you spin at 95, 100, 110 RPMs for 20, 30 minutes, or the next time you're in a group ride, when you're in the pack getting sucked along, put it in a cadence which is about 95 to 105, focus on that leg speed. And by doing that, you're going to feel more comfortable spinning a high cadence. So those are just some of the insights I wanted to share with you about cadence. Your ideal cadence is the one that works best for you, the one where you put out the best power, the one where you can sustain over time. That's your ideal cadence. For some, it might be 75 RPM. For others, it might be 95 RPM. But from what I've seen, most people fall between 80 and 90 RPM. And uphill is probably going to be somewhere between 60 and 75 RPM for a long, steady uphill grind. Hope you guys enjoyed those tips. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and wishing you all the best with your cycling.